It's a result that is surprising in many respects. In the first place, while the ranking of the different parties is what the poll suggested, namely that the Conservatives would come in the middle with the Liberals winning the highest percentage outcome and the NDP, the Socialist Party, getting the lowest, the spread among the parties was much greater. The Conservatives got roughly 30%. The projection was that the Liberals would get 35, but in fact they got closer to 60. And for the NDP, their turnout is down around 20%, really quite low. So I think what we're seeing is generally the pattern was what was anticipated, but a much weaker performance by the third party, the NDP, and a much stronger performance by the winner, the Liberal Party. It started off being a campaign fundamentally about the economy. Do we want stability or change? And over time, it became increasingly a referendum on the Harper government. And as the Harper government made the campaign more negative and focused more on cultural issues like the niqab, like proposing a snitch line where people could report barbarian practices of their neighbors, increasingly became a campaign about what kind of country we are and to what degree we want to be a broadly inclusive, multicultural country, and that is where the sort of narrative shifted from stability versus change to hope versus fear. And I think that Justin Trudeau very effectively presented himself as the candidate who represented a kind of a hopeful future, not a fearful future. In many respects, Justin Trudeau harkens back to an earlier period in which Canada saw itself as a nation that participated in multilateral institutions, as a nation that respected fundamental rights and freedoms and placed those, tried to balance those against security. And so, in some sense, to have Justin Trudeau win is, in a way, a real slap in the face to Stephen Harper.